Hello there. In today's video, I am going to speak to you about some differences between TalkBack and Louie screen reader. As we know, Louie Voice Control is an application with which we can control our phone with just voice commands, and it is an amazing application. It also provides screen reader along with it so that we can use it along with our phones. For example, just like TalkBack provides screen reading services for us, in the same way Louie also provides screen reading service for us. It also provides voice commands. So Louie provides both the things simultaneously, and TalkBack provides only screen reader services. So we are going to speak about some major differences between these two screen readers today. And when I show you these differences, uh, please do not consider that this one is bad and this one is good, because Louis voice control is in development and it is developing, and I hope that it will be better uh, uh, in future. And it is anyways, now also it is very 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 nice. I appreciate this application very much. uh, but in future it will be better. There are some lags which it causes, but it is very nice. So both the screen readers are good in their own ways, but we are going to speak about some major differences between them. So the first one is when we open WhatsApp and we read images on WhatsApp. So how does TalkBack say it and how does Louis screen reader say it? Let's see both of them. First, we will see how TalkBack says it.
Unlabeled. Stop button. Double tap to activate.
So as you can see over here in front of me, there is an image, or I have opened it on WhatsApp. Now when I touch my finger on this image, let's see how does TalkBack respond to it.
Multi-page view. Text 456T. L. U. Yesterday, 3:17 p.m. Customers. Go ahead. Order food online on the Domino's food delivery app for safe and convenient online food delivery. Why choose Domino's for ordering food online? Our hash.
So that is how TalkBack responds. Let's see how Louis screen reader responds.
Unlabeled. Stop button. Double tap to activate.
So the same image is there in front of me, and I have currently enabled Louis voice control instead of TalkBack. Let's see how Louis voice control describes this image. I'll touch my finger here.
This image. WhatsApp. This image contains WhatsApp. This image contains screenshot. Text written on the image are the Domino's food delivery app for safe and convenient online food delivery. Why choose Domino's for ordering food online? Our Domino's foot soldiers have been trained for safe food delivery. Back. Double tap to activate.
So as
And
you
hold to long press.
So as you saw in Louis voice control, it describes the image also along with the text. Maybe the description is not always accurate, but it tries its best to describe the image also. What TalkBack does is it only reads the text, but what Louis does is it first describes the image, then it reads the text. Another major difference could be TalkBack provides local context menu, that is the TalkBack menu, which we get from the gesture when we swipe down then right. That is an L gesture on the screen. TalkBack provides this, but Louis screen reader does not provide this. Okay, but we can assign a gesture in Louis screen reader, which will take us straight away to Louis settings. Now, I could do something like open the TalkBack menu.
TalkBack menu. Page. Read from top. Read from next item. Double tap to activate.
and do some things like read from top, read from next item, copy last utterance, spell last utterance, etc. Or I could straight away go to TalkBack settings from here.
Voice commands. TalkBack settings. TalkBack settings. Navigate up button.
I could do such things in TalkBack, but in Louis Screen Reader, these all things are not there. When you apply the gesture in Louis Screen Reader, you just simply go to the Louis settings. Now, for Louis Screen Reader, to go to Louis settings, there is no default gesture which is already set, but instead we have to go to the Louis settings and set a gesture which we are comfortable with. We can set a gesture in TalkBack as well, but TalkBack provides a default gesture, but Louis does not provide a default gesture. So let's see how we can set up a gesture to open Louis settings in Louis voice control. So now instead of TalkBack, I have enabled Louis Screen Reader, and let's see how we can set up a gesture in Louis Screen Reader to straight away open Louis settings. We have to go to Louis settings app.
Home. Back. Double tap to active home. WhatsApp. Double tap to app screen, page 1 of 2, 1 UI home. Speech, page 1 of 2, speech to text, classroom, camera, captioned. Useful apps, useful apps, folder opened, page 1, right here. Louis settings. Double tap to activate. Tap and hold to long press.
So you just simply have to go to your apps list and click on Louis settings.
Louis voice control. Louis settings heading. Start a voice session in group. How to call Louis. Set Louis as default. Since Louis works. Louis. Louis settings double. Tutorial Louis settings double tap to activate.
So we simply have to click on Louis settings.
Louis settings. Navigate up. Louis set. Voice control set. Louis voice. Screen reader settings. Button. Double tap to activate.
And then you have to go to screen reader settings.
Screen reader settings. Navigate up. Screen reader set 1 or 2 finger customizable gestures. Now not only set customized gestures, but also do things that are truly amazing like play, pause music anytime on any screen, open app info, on off Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, ringer mode at 1 or 2 finger mode. 2 finger mode is currently selected. Double tap to activate.
So you have to go to customizable gestures.
Customizable gestures. Now not only set customizable gestures.
And
navigate up. Button.
And then
out of list. Double tap to activate.
And then select the desired gesture which you think would be comfortable for you.
Swipe up then left unassigned in list. -1 items. Double tap to activate.
For example, swipe up then left. So I will click here.
Alert. Swipe up then left. Cancel. Unassigned. Radio button. Checked. In list. -1 items. Double tap to toggle.
So you have to find open Louis settings over here.
Copy last paste. Repeat spell play continue open Louis settings. Radio button. Not checked. Double tap to toggle.
And simply click on that.
Customizable gestures. Navigate up. Button.
That's it.
Out of list. Swipe down then left back button. Swipe down then left back. Swipe right then down. Continuous reading from. Swipe right then up unassigned. Swipe down then left back. Swipe up then left. Open Louis settings. Double tap to activate.
So swipe up then left was unassigned, but it became open Louis settings. It is what?
Swipe up then left. Open Louis settings. Double tap to activate.
Swipe up then left. So let me close all apps.
Recents. 1 UI home. Close all. Button. Home screen, page 1 of 3, default page, 1 UI home.
And then I will swipe up then left.
Opening Louis settings. Louis voice control. Louis settings heading.
So here is the interface of Louie settings in front of us. So that can be one major difference between TalkBack and Louie screen reader, that Louie screen reader does not provide the local context menu, whereas TalkBack provides the local context menu. So the one more difference in TalkBack and Louie screen reader can be that Louie screen reader does not read unlabeled buttons, whereas TalkBack uh, reads unlabeled buttons. Like it says unlabeled, Louie also says unlabeled, but Louie says button or unlabeled button. The TalkBack does the same thing, but in TalkBack we can, open the local context menu or the TalkBack menu and add label to the unlabeled button and make it accessible. But in Louie, we cannot do that. Let's see. In TalkBack, when I place my finger on an unlabeled button, let's see what happens.
Fab STT button. Double tap to activate labels.
So this was an unlabeled button. So I can open the local context menu.
TalkBack menu. Add label in list. Double tap to activate.
And simply add a label
Talk.
here.
Cancel. Speech.
So that is what I can do with TalkBack. But let's see what happens with Louie screen reader. So when I touch the same button with Louie,
button double tap to activate.
It says only button, but we cannot even add a label to this unlabeled button in Louie screen reader. Another difference here between TalkBack and Louie screen reader could be in TalkBack we need to swipe with 3 fingers to change the navigation mode. For example,
characters, scroll, word, pair, 20 million,
and we can also change the navigation mode by going to the TalkBack menu, clicking on navigation.
TalkBack menu, page navigation, double tap, navigation, characters, word, lines, 20 million record.
Okay, we can do that also. And if the navigation button does not come in the TalkBack menu, then you have to go to TalkBack settings, go to customize menus, go to customize TalkBack menu, and then customize the TalkBack menu to have the navigation button coming in it. And then you can change the navigation mode in TalkBack. But and then after that you have to swipe up or down with one finger to read word by word, line by line, or paragraph by paragraph, or character by character. Let's see what is the case in Louie. So in Louie voice control, just like the TalkBack used to be previously, we used to swipe up or down with one finger to change the navigation mode. That is the case in Louie, and that's easier.
Characters, words, headings, link, control, default, characters, default.
And then we have to just swipe right or left with one finger to read by characters, words, lines, paragraphs, or default.
Characters. E. C. C. E. Capital R. E. Echo. C. O. Default.
So another difference could be like when we write on a keyboard and we put a space.
Samsung keyboard, space bar, tabs.
So this is with TalkBack. So when we put a space and we delete the space,
backspace, space deleted.
It says space deleted. But in Louie voice control, it does not say space deleted. It only says deleted. For any word or letter, it will say the letter, for example, A deleted, S deleted, but for space bar, it will only say deleted. Let's see.
Backspace.
So now I'll put a space.
Space bar.
So it said nothing, but space has been added. Now when I delete it,
backspace. Deleted.
Okay, so that is how it happens. Okay, so those were some differences between TalkBack and Louie voice control. I have shown you how to use Louie voice control in one of my videos. If you haven't watched that, I'll provide the link in the description box for you to install Louie as well as to watch my video on Louie voice control. But in that video as well, I have not shown you Louie screen reader. I have only shown you Louie voice control. I have not shown you Louie screen reader. So how do we enable Louie screen reader now? Let's see that. I'll go to my apps list.
App screen. My Galaxy. Vita. Classroom. Lewi voice. Lewi settings. Double tap to activate. Double. Phone. Microsoft. Google. Gal. My. Internet. Double tap to activate. Opens. One UI home. Set.
And go to settings and then go to accessibility.
Accessibility. Accessibility.
Then go
Hearing.
then go to installed services or more downloaded services.
About accessible. Installed service. Installed services. Lewi voice.
And then go to Louie voice control.
Lewi voice. Lewi voice. Not tick. Settings. 2 of 3.
Then go to settings.
Lewi settings. Voice control. Lewi voice control is currently running with TalkBack button. Double tap to activate.
So here as we can see, it is showing Louie screen reader is Louie voice control is currently running with TalkBack. You just have to click here.
Operating mode. Use Lewi voice control with ticked existing /no screen. Not ticked. Lewi screen reader. Radio button. 2 of 2.
And then simply tick it on Louie screen reader.
Selected. Not ticked. Existing /no screen. Ticked. Not ticked. Lewi screen read. Navigate.
And that is how you can make use of Louie screen reader.
As screen. Record button.
And that is how you can make use of Louie screen reader. And also these and before which I have shown you were some of the differences between Louie screen reader and TalkBack. So this was it for today's video. Until next time, bye bye.
Hi everyone. If you like my video, so please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any doubt, then you can write it in the comments section down below. I will try to answer it soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.